Alright everyone, welcome back to BTD6. A bit of lag, but we're good. Today we're doing the daily challenges, I believe that's meant to spell survival. It does not, but close. By Pop Wizard 80244 and Advanced Challenge Bit of Micro at the End by VERYSMALLGIANT, also known as a regular person. Okay, so we'll start off with Lotus Island. How easy is it? What are the rules? I demand to know. End round 50. Start round default. Okay, so we have to beat Lotus Island with just 3 druids, a cannon, and 3 spike factories. Interesting. Okay, I think we can do that. So, start off with the druid. I think, because how are we going to pop camos? I presume that's entirely up to the spike factory. Because I don't think druids can. But we're not going to be able to go for many pop lusts here because there's only 3 druids, so I'm thinking the top 2 paths are probably for the best. Oh my god, I've just realised something. First of all, auto start can come back on because we're not in that fast-tracked Odyssey. And second of all, look how slow the balloons move now. Isn't that nice? If you guys haven't seen my fast-tracked Odyssey, then you won't understand, but if you watch that, you'll know why this is a nice speed for balloons. And this is on ×2. That is the speed balloons are meant to move normally. That seems so slow to me now. Like, weirdly enough, I kind of want them to hurry up. Oh god, I got used to fast track. Oh, but anyway. This is a beginner's map, Lotus, and the reason it is a beginner's map is you can see you have all these plants around the outside, and essentially at some point in time, I'm not sure how many rounds it takes, but I'm sure it's a certain amount of time, the little flowers here will open up into little lotus plant flower thingies. I don't know if they're actually lotuses, but they look kind of like them. But yes, and essentially you can interact with them by clicking on them. Almost every single time. You never do it on purpose. You do it accidentally trying to click an upgrade or a monkey and then it just triggers and you get annoyed. But once these guys open up, and I think it'll probably be round 10 by the looks of it. Oh no, never mind, right now. You can in fact click on them and it will stun balloons in the surrounding area, as you can see. Stuns those 3 and then you can pop them. And essentially they're placed all around the map. And I don't know, I guess it just makes it even easier to beat. I'm not sure why they put it on, it doesn't seem that necessary because this is still a relatively easy map. And to be fair, since they do block your vision, I'd say this map would be just as easy if you remove the bushes entirely. Because that means you'd get the vision back, but you lose the stun. And honestly, I feel like that's a fair trade either way. But yes, we better work on camo detection, I suppose, because I don't believe druids can get camo detection on their own, and I know for a fact that cannons can't, but spike factories just exist, really. So I think we're just going to go for the top 2 paths, much like the druid, because the bottom path is a bit of a... Well, let's be fair, the bottom path is mainly a long game thing if you're going for perma-spike. And the first 2 upgrades in the bottom path isn't exactly the greatest upgrades in the world. Let's be honest, long reach. Yeah, I suppose that could be useful, but not in many situations. But yes, this is the I don't know if they call it the easy daily challenge, but they call it the daily challenge. And then there's the advanced one, which we'll be doing shortly after this. And my god, this is going to be a short video compared to the last one. Fast-tracked part 2. Oh, that was hectic. I literally tried that so many times that I pretty much had to go through every single wave without double speed. Because I could not run the risk of just playing double speed and then not being able to keep up with the balloons and then just losing. Just losing because they were too fast for me to click the escape button. But man, we got through it in the end. We Definitely had to scratch and claw to get that victory, but we got there. Anyway, this is a very lovely peaceful break to have in between. And if you guys want to send me your own challenges, feel free. Either post them in the comments or on the Google Forums that I've got linked in the description of pretty much every video. Oh no, we let a balloon through. We good. It's all good. We got it, guys. Don't worry. No need to worry. I know you were worried. I was too. It's all good. It's understandable. But yeah. So, if you guys do have any custom challenges for me, or if you've found custom challenges that other people have done and you want to see how I would do them, please send them my way. I am terrible with micro, and that's why I'm kind of scared of the advanced challenge for today, because it was called may need a little bit of micro at the end or something. Yeah, not looking forward to that too much, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Anyway, we'll get another druid. I don't believe there's any good reason for us to go bottom path. We also need something to defeat the Moab, or rather Moabs, because we will be getting to round 50, which means 3 Moabs in total out of all of these rounds. So I'm thinking potentially Moab Mauler. That could be the oh, all Moab Shredder spikes. That could be a good idea, and perhaps a more, how do I put it, more reliable, I think, because I feel like Moab Mauler, like, it does good damage, but not necessarily enough to just have one and be satisfied, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like you need at least 2 or 3 to guarantee a Moab gets popped, let alone the 4 ceramics inside. So I think we'll go for a Moab Shredder spikes, or Moab Shredder at the front, because at the back I kind of want spiked balls for any ceramics that might leak. So we'll put the Moab Shredder like, well, yeah, the Moab Shredder right here, I think, would be good. And don't want it on that side of the screen, because that's where the balloons come from. I want to be able to see that. But yeah, I did find this trick out recently, so if you hate clicking on a tower and it always shows up on the wrong side of the screen, like it's blocking where the balloons come from and you want to see that, just click off of it, click a tower on the right side so that it opens the menu up on the left, and then so long as you can still visibly see and click the tower you want, it'll open up the menu on the left. Whereas if you're clicked on nothing, and you click it, it'll always default to whichever side of the screen it is not on. So if, for example, this guy's more on the left side, so it'll open up on the right side, etc. But yeah, I figured that out recently just by messing around, really. So yeah, if you wanted that little handy tip, just click on a tower that'll open up on the left side, and then every other tower that you can click on will open up on the left side with it. Okay, so we're almost at the first Moab, which is a little bit scary considering we haven't got Moab Shredder yet, but we're on track to getting it. So I'm not too worried here. Come on, there it is. And now we'll just try and get bigger stacks and hot spikes, is it? Is it called white hot spikes? Alright. And I think we got this in the bag, really. Camos don't know anything. Pinks are nothing compared to 2 lots of lightning. I suppose we should put down a bomb shooter, really. I mean, it's been given for a reason. To make us waste our time. But yes, this seems like a quite straightforward challenge. I feel like you could do this with just the druids and the spike factories. The bomb tower's a bit of a, you don't necessarily need it, but we'll throw it out here anyway. Recursive cluster is always a good idea for dealing with big balloons that are not necessarily Moabs. So like ceramics and fortified ceramics, things like that. Recursive cluster is your best friend. Or even 2 recursive clusters just to be sure, because one sometimes doesn't always get the job done because of its speed at which it shoots. But yes, we will get a recursive cluster. Wow, we actually got a lot more money than I expected to get before round 40. That's quite crazy. I wasn't expecting to get a recursive cluster up before. And as you can see, the map stun also works on Moabs. Also works on pretty much every balloon that's in range, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if it works on BADs. I doubt it, but still. It's quite useful if you're playing on this map in particular. So I think I'll get our third druid up. I don't even think we need to put him into a third tier, yeah. Because Druid of the Jungle is pretty good if you need to crush ceramics. Or just rainbows like that, but they can't detect camo anyway, so that would have been useless. But I do feel like Druid of the Storm would be better. However, since we're not going to round 512, I don't think we need either, really. And like, probably would choose Druid of the Jungle over Druid of the Storm here anyway. But yeah, as for towers, we've officially placed them all. There's really not much left to tell there. So I think we'll put another spiked balls here, just to be sure, like, of any sort of camo balloons. But other than that, I think the Moabs are gone. They're really not a problem anymore, and we will be moving on to our micro map very soon. Okay. But yeah, as always, the daily challenge, at least in the one that has the green lettering, I think. Yeah, the daily challenge that has the green lettering, usually quite easy. But also quite fun, you never know. Like, admittedly, there are some daily challenges where you think, oh, this is free cash. Like, there's really no challenge, you could place anything and get any upgrades and you'd still win. But it's also quite fun, you know? Like, any restrictions that you don't come up with yourself can be quite entertaining, because if you come up with the restrictions yourself, you automatically come up with solutions in your own head. So like, you don't want to make it impossible, so you avoid making it too strict, but then you want to make sure that it's not easily defeated, so you start thinking of strategies that you could use personally, and then you've already cracked your own mystery before you actually, like, throw it out to the public. Which I think is a bit of a shame. So any sort of challenge that someone else makes, immediately you have to think about it yourself and find your own strategy, and I love that about it. But yes, this seems like quite a fun little lot of daily challenges, especially after my last shot at BTD6, which was fast-tracked, which wasn't as thrilling and fun as I had once thought it might be. Alright, so I guess we'll get Spike Storm, not that we need it, but there you go. That is how you beat, what was this challenge called? Survaivel, spelt not so correctly. Yes, I mean, technically, you know what? I apologize. This could be the correct spelling as survival in a language very similarly spelt as English. Because technically, Survaivel and Vel is pretty accurate. So, if you're a non-English speaker as your first language and you made that map, very well done. You were quite accurate in your spelling. Alright, and is that called just... yeah, that is called just the daily challenge, even though this one is technically also a daily challenge. Advanced challenge, bit of micro at the end by VERYSMALLGIANT. Cubism, easy, standard. And we get these monkey... okay, no monkey knowledge. What are the rules? Right, so back to fast-tracked. 200% Moab speed, and 2000% Moab health. And then the balloon and ceramic are just the same. No monkey knowledge. These towers only, which is a bit odd. Start round 10 and round 40. Oh, so there's only one Moab. I am relieved about that. But what is this lineup? And why is there micro involved? And why did you restrict this guy? Okay. We are going to try something here. Okay. So we always want to place Gwen. I feel like that's a given. Gwen is just too good not to be played. Oh, and I forgot about my little Firefox pet. That's adorable. See, this is why putting myself through Fast Tracked and all the other painful odysseys is worth it. Just to look at this cute little one. Aww. But yes, we are gonna play a little game called Gwen, You Got This. Because I believe in the power of Gwen. I think Gwen can carry us quite far while we just rake in the money. So we're gonna just leave Gwen to do that, and we'll see how far we can get these banana farms before we start to feel like we won't be making as much money as we're spending. So essentially we're going for the break-even point, sort of. Or rather, we're trying to avoid the break-even point. We're trying to make profit here. Alright. Let's just see how far Gwen can carry on her own. I mean, obviously we're gonna jump in and throw in another monkey if Gwen starts to get overwhelmed. But essentially, if we can just rank up or get a bunch of money early game, we might not have to worry about micro at all. And if you don't know what micro is, essentially it's just like very quick reaction speeds and actions per minute in order to, like, I don't know, have one tower all the way over here start attacking, and then when it gets out of that tower's range you swap, or you sell that tower and then buy a new tower really quickly further along the map so it can start attacking. It's just a lot of speed for, like, perfect optimizing of attack damage and targets, essentially. And yeah, I mean, if you're good at that kind of thing, by all means use it, and by all means make challenges for the people that can do that kind of thing, but I am not one of those people that can do that very well. The best I can do is change targeting mid-round, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter if we lose any lives here because we have 200, and I think the intended design of this map is so that we'd lose to the actual Moab here. So we'll place a dart monkey there and use our little trick to get the dart monkey on the side of the screen that we want. And essentially we're going to try and circumnavigate using micro by getting a 5th tier. If we can get a 5th tier before round 40, then I get the feeling that we won't necessarily need to do any sort of micromanagement. And hopefully we can fend off pretty much every single wave with just these two guys. I have faith in these two. They're a pretty good pair. And then we'll get these two. Alright. So, we're literally just seeing if these two banana farms and 20-ish rounds can save up enough money for us to get a crossbow master. And if so, I'm hoping that means we've beaten the challenge without needing to use micro, and we can kind of say, haha, try again to the map creator. But yes, I hate micro. Well, I don't hate it, but I'm no good at it, so I prefer not to use it. And I'm thinking this is one of the few challenges where we could kind of weasel our way out of using it. Because it seems like the creator of the challenge had something in mind with super monkeys and alchemists, because they restricted the upgrades on the alchemists and they gave us 4 super monkeys, which seems a bit weird, as well as banana farms. But banana farms can also be abused very heavily. If you start me off with 3,500 cash like that. And I don't know why they gave us 10 dart monkeys either. Maybe they wanted us to do something with Super Monkey Fan Club, but I'm not about that. I do my own thing, and my own thing is usually trying to do not what you want me to do. So if you're telling me I need to use micro, I'm going to try my goddamn hardest not to. Because it throws on a little bit of extra challenge for myself. And with some of these challenges, you just kind of have to throw in some extra challenge for yourself. But at the same time, you need to know when to stop. There are many challenges you can try that are given to yourself that are just insane. Like, when I think of challenges that are insane, I think of people doing chimps with only 2 towers. I think of people getting 2 million pops with 1 tower in a chimps mode, and admittedly I have done that one, but it took me forever to actually do, and I had to look up which towers people recommended to do it. But I got there in the end. But yeah, like, you gotta know when to stop, and I swear if anyone ever completes chimps with just 1 tower, like, the whole way through, I'm gonna be so annoyed, because, well, I don't know, I'm not gonna be annoyed, but god damn, that's insane. If someone can beat chimps, legitimate chimps, not like custom game chimps where you get 1 million gold and the BAD's at half health or something, that's just insane, you know? Like, I see a lot of people being like, oh, I beat chimps with only $8,000, and then you realize it's a custom game where Moab health is set to like 1%, and you're just like, well, yeah, anyone could do that. It's not exactly difficult if you get that much of a handicap. And I mean, it does, admittedly though, very good clickbaity titles, but it also kind of pisses off your viewers if there's something you haven't brought up. Okay, so it's getting close to round 40, and we are very close to affording our boy the 5th tier. I'll just throw that down, just because 38 and 39 are a little bit tough, not gonna lie, but I think we will manage. Because I mean, just look at Gwen and this crossbow monkey. Just legendary. Okay, so we'll turn off auto start here, just so that we don't have to worry about having to be fast with our selling and purchasing of upgrades. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. We don't mind losing a few lives here because the Moab is, like I said, the thing that's meant to kill us. So, we'll sell these 2, we get our crossbow master, and now we alk buff our crossbow master. What else could we do? We can't really do much with the village because once we place it, that's just it. What does village do on its own? Increases range of all monkeys in its radius by 10%. Yeah, because all the rest of these upgrades are told in this little bubble here, not up here. Okay, so we could increase the range of our boy by 10%, which I think is probably a good idea. Let's do that. Let's do this. Oh, that's a very good idea. Alright, and now we'll just see if this does it. Slot down, throw down the flames, and see how we go. I think we'll do alright. We might even beat it. But this is essentially what I had planned, because I hate micro, and I can never really use it properly. Can we beat it? Oh! Easy! Come on! You need a little bit of, bit of micro at the end, very small giant. Oh! Oh no, I'm just messing with you, but okay, we managed to beat it without needing micro, losing a few lives, but once again, who needs micro? Nobody. No one at all. Who, honestly? Pfft, micro? Pfft, nah. Anyway. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I feel like a bit of a dick now, but there you go. That's the way I would beat both of these daily challenges. And yeah, that's it. Until the next Odyssey, I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this one. Take care of yourselves and everybody else. See ya.